How's it going, friends? I've got yet another Grand Theft Auto custom car build for you today. I've finally found myself a Sultan that I can use to build more custom cars with. This one's another one of those extremely sought after cars in the community, with it hailing back to the Sultan RS from previous titles. The great thing about this car is that as standard it just looks like a plain old sedan, but as soon as you get down to Los Santos Customs you'll realise that you can quite easily customise this vehicle to represent either the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo or even a Subaru Impreza. If you're on the lookout for one of these cars yourself, then there's a surefire way you can get hold of one. Again, to find this vehicle you need to work through one of Trevor's side missions, one of the Strangers and Freaks missions where you collect souvenirs for Nigel. But just do a quick YouTube search and there's a guy who's got a nice little guide that I followed and it worked perfectly well. So let's get on with this custom car build. Today's featured vehicle is the Evo from Too Fast Too Furious. So this is another episode where we can build the car with all those cool street racing modifications. The first of those modifications you'll want to make are the styling options for the bumpers. For the front bumper we'll go with the custom splitter and intercooler. But for this particular model we'll actually want to leave the rear bumper as stock. The other options for the Sultan are various types of diffusers which aren't present on the Too Fast Too Furious Evo movie car. The main way you can differentiate the Sultan between the Evo and the Impreza is through the hood with the different types of vents and scoops. The one that most suits the Evo is the double vented hood. The Evo from Too Fast Too Furious is covered with an unusual goldy, greeny, yellowy kind of paintwork, but we can make a pretty close matching game using the dew yellow colour under the metallic section for both the primary and secondary colours, then head back under the pearlescent section and add a bright green again under the metallic category. This gives the car that kind of vomit yellow base colour, but when the light hits it in certain directions you get that nice bright green colour cast, and it's overall a pretty good replica to the movie car. One of the crucial styling modifications we'll want to make is with the spoiler. Being a Fast and Furious car we'll want to choose the GT wing. Otherwise we can make a pretty close match to the wheels used on the movie car. Under the sport category we'll find the split 6 design, which is pretty close, although the movie car does have 5 spokes, but the basic design is pretty close and we'll just want to leave these with the default alloy colour. One modification option of the Sultan I'll probably make use of in a future episode, but for this one I'm going to leave as stock, is the roll cage. The Too Fast Too Furious Evo doesn't seem to have a roll cage, so we'll leave it out this time. But to finish everything off you might as well upgrade everything for the max performance gains, including the engine, brake, suspension, transmission and of course the turbo. So overall this makes a pretty close match to the Too Fast Too Furious Evo movie car. Once again it's a shame we don't have the ability to add any kind of decals, although saying that, as soon as you try and squeeze this car through a small gap those scuffs and scrapes soon start to look like the graphics on the film car anyway. I might reuse the Sultan to create the red Evo from the Fast and Furious series, or maybe even use it to build a Subaru Impreza or a Lancer rally car. But let me know down in the comments if you can think of any famous cars that you think the Sultan would be a good base for a future custom car build. If you're a Fast and Furious fan then stay tuned because I've got another car from the series coming up next. So as always, thanks for watching, I'll catch you all later.